In this video, I'm going to be telling you two safest way of drinking or eating your Garri in order to reduce your risk of developing vision disorder associated with drinking Garri. But before that, let us look at why Garri has been traced to affecting vision or your eyes. Garri, which is made from cassava, contains cyanogens or cyanides, and cyanogens are colorless, flammable, poisonous gas which is made up of carbon and nitrogen and can be harmful when injected in the system or your body. However, the process of making Garri from cassava does not completely remove these cyanogens or poisons from Garri, which leaves some amount of cyanides in Garri after processing. When you drink this Garri, it invariably means you are injecting cyanide, even if it is in negligible amounts. Repetition of this process or continuous soaking of Garri can actually lead to accumulation of cyanides in your system, which can affect your vision. This is how. Accumulation of cyanides in the body can actually reduce oxygen and blood supply, especially in your eyes. The part of your eyes that is mostly affected is the macula. It is located on the retina, the last layer of the eye where vision interpretation takes place. A healthy macula is 250 micron thick. The macula is responsible for your central and color vision. So when there is accumulation of cyanide as a result of too much drinking of Garri, it can lead to degeneration or shrinking of the macula, which can result in a medical condition known as macular degeneration, which can surface in the form of blurry vision or reduced vision. However, aside the Garri, there are other foods that we consume that contain cyanide. They include almond, cabbage, apricot. The question is, why are all fingers pointing at Garri? This is because Garri is one of the common or popular food found in Africa, especially in Nigeria. And an average Nigerian eat or drink Garri every day, which can predispose you to injecting cyanides in larger amounts. This will now bring us to this question: how do we eat or drink our Garri in order to reduce the risk of accumulating cyanide in the body? The safest way of eating Garri is swallow. This is because of the heating process that the Garri passes through before it is eaten, which enables the denaturing of the chemical structure of cyanide, thereby making it less harmless for consumption. The safest type of Garri to drink is red oil Garri. This is why. Red oil has the tendency of destroying the chemical structure of cyanides in Garri, thereby making it less harmless for consumption. If you have noticed, most people complained of drinking Garri while ignoring the fact that we also eat Garri as swallow. This will now bring me to telling you that the worst type of Garri to drink is white Garri. And this popular type of Garri made in Imo State, known as Akwota Eye Chile. If you don't understand what I'm trying to say, ask your Imo State friends and they will tell you. This simply involves bi-cut form of producing Garri. It involves harvesting the cassava today, peeling it, grinding it, and frying it either in the evening or the next morning. This type of Garri usually have huge amounts of cyanides, and this can be very poisonous for consumption. How then do you know Garri that was properly produced? When you buy Garri that was not properly produced, when you are trying to make it like eba or swallow, you will discover that it is usually sticky and very difficult to mold. Run away from such kind of Garri. It is not healthy.